Aloha, I'm Jeff Peterson from Ukulele Corner, and welcome back to our page here at YouTube. And we're looking at some technique tips for both the right and left hand that can really transform your ukulele playing. And what I want to look at in this short lesson here is how to move your left fingers between notes. There's a tendency to do what I call flyaway fingers, where your fingers go straight up in the air and they end up really far away from the fingerboard with your left hand as you play one note to the next. What I want to try to propose and suggest to you is to bring your fingers down and into the palm instead of up and away. Our goal is to minimize economy of motion, minimize the amount of motion. If you do this, you're moving from the middle knuckle, you're straightening out the finger, and it's not the right muscle to move from when you're moving really quickly. Your hand's going to tire doing this. We want to try to keep it from the back knuckle. So actually bringing the finger sort of back, not necessarily, it doesn't have to go down, but back into the hand. That'll keep this middle knuckle curved and allow you to move from the back knuckle, which is where you're going to get a lot more dexterity and be able to move quickly with minimal effort. If I was trying to do that with this motion, it would be really sloppy and my hand would tire out. So in order to do that, bring the left hand, keep the curve, and bring the fingers down into the palm as an exercise. You might even go all the way down and touch the palm. You're not going to do that all the time when you play, but this will reinforce sort of the motion. Then, when that gets comfortable, it's still kind of moving up and back a little bit. But that will prevent the fingers, especially the pinky and the third finger like to do this, just pointing straight up in the air, trying to run away from the fingerboard. So if I was to do, let's say I'll go up to the 5th fret and I'll do a chromatic scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, just on 5, the 5th fret, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I'll do it on the high string. Now I'm going to release all the fingers, even the index. See how I keep my fingers close to the fingerboard here with this technique of moving the fingers back. I'm not doing this. And if you're just beginning, it's very common to do that. Don't panic if you're doing that right away. It takes some training and nuance to get the fingers to behave and do this. So at first, every student I've ever taught, just about, I've seen the flyaway fingers happen. I used to do this as I was starting to play. They just want to go straight up in the air. It takes training the hand to stay within the C shape most of the time. The index finger is going to be the most common finger that's going to flatten. We've looked at that at another technique tip with the accordion exercise, stretching with the index finger and not with the pinky. This it relates to that. So we're trying to keep the fingers curved as they leave the string. If I just do ascending notes, I have the reentrant tuning here. You'll notice that my fingers stay close to the fingerboard. I'm just going 5, 6, 7, 8. Right hand, I'm alternating index and middle. I'm trying to play right next to the fret wire like we talked about earlier. You could try to leave all the fingers down and just between any two fingers, just go back and forth. And particularly when you use 1 and 2, see if you can still keep your third finger and pinky arched and close to the fingerboard instead of really far away. And it's just, you have to just learn how to have a little bit of separation and finger independence in the left hand and learn how to relax this half of the hand while this half of the hand is moving. You're moving first and second finger, but you're trying to keep the pinky and third finger relaxed in general. You feel it. I think of them like light switches turning on and off. As soon as the finger leaves the string, you're turning off the light switch and it relaxes. You just use the pressure on the finger just for that brief moment. Instead of gripping with every finger the entire time you play, you feel a transfer of energy. So that's the general idea of this practice tip and this technique tip, is to bring your fingers into the hand, keeping the curvature with the back knuckle, moving from the back knuckle and keeping the middle knuckle and tip joint curved as you play, not going straight up into the air. Do it really slowly, shake out your hands, try it without even getting the note to sound at first, just get the finger to move. You could try all the fingers on and off the string, keep that shape, then just one, just index, middle, ring, pinky. It's target practice, but it's also learning to move from the back of the palm like this. All right, I hope you enjoy that technique tip, and I'll see you again soon. Make sure you subscribe to the Ukulele Corner YouTube channel.